Dude, I really gotta do something about my hair, bro. It's getting so bad. Like, it's getting so bad, gang. It's gonna pick in my nose. I got this figure of Uzaki's mom that I got. I thought it was pretty dope. $40 can buy you so much nowadays, man. I was gonna do a skit at the beginning of this video where my, like, 1998 Panasonic microwave was gonna, like, tell me to wake up Raghead and, like, make this video. But I didn't feel like doing that. I'm feeling pretty lazy. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, wait. I got this really cheap whiskey here. Me and Unk bought this shit a little bit ago. We got really drunk and talked about World War II because, you know, peak male activities right there. I'm overreacting. It's not even that bad. I'm acting like a total asshole right now. I'm over here like, it's not that bad. Yo, what's worse? My hair. Oh my god. I've never had my hair this long before. I think this is the longest it's been, like in my life, or at least for a long time. When I was a kid, I had it pretty long, but this really might be the longest it's ever been. I might have to cut it soon, but also part of me is like, I've already gotten this far. I've always wanted to have hair that goes down to like here, but I'm also like, I feel like it's only gonna look worse and worse the longer it gets. I can barely see, gang. You know what? Hold on. Let's just go full fucking dolly flesh here. Let's just record like this. Would you rather wake up and see Jeff the Killer standing at the like corner of your bed, or see this standing at the corner of your bed? Be so for real. You write the entire alphabet on this gigantic forehead. So I've come today to talk about Movie Unleashers, and if you don't know who Movie Unleashers is, brother, you missing out on one hell of a channel. When he was popping, bro, he was fucking here. Oh my god. Movie Unleashers was so dope, dude. I love everything about him so much, you don't understand. There's already been a video about him a long time ago that's way better than this one, but I'm gonna quote it anyways. Listen, people usually kind of grouped him up with like El Hugany and Futuristic Hub as one of those, you know, YouTubers that just made animations, like shitty animations for kids whenever something trendy was out, like Baldi and FNAF, and I think he did a Tattletale one. No, he didn't. He did The Good Dinosaur though. That was pretty cool.
Don't leave me here!
But he was fucking great, and I'm gonna talk about him right now. This is Movie Unleashers. He was dope as fuck. I love him. He's the best. I'd suck his dick. I don't think you understand how much this man mattered to me when I was a kid, because he made this series called Starters, which was just fucking dope. Another video series I will make is about Starter Squad. Another video I'm going to make eventually is about Starter Squad shippage. Shippage is fucking dope. I love him. Starter Squad's about to be wrapped up. Probably gonna be like 4 or 5 years till we get the next part. But you know what? I'ma still watch that. I don't care if I'm 58 fucking years old. I'ma watch that shit still, you bet your ass. But Movie Unleashers made the Starter series, which was South Park with Pokemon characters.
How about I grant you one wish?
Hey, wish you could go fuck yourself, you faker!
Okay.
Nothing more could have been cooler to me when I was like 9, dude. Oh my god. And they were really good. Y'all gotta understand, people give him shit for his animation quality, like, oh, this looks terrible. Could you do better? Be so honest, could you? Animating's pretty fucking hard, man. I made a stick figure animation once. And that shit aged about as well as polio. Dude, that shit was fire. I loved Starters so much, and he made that shit, I think when he was like, the first episode I think he made when he was like 14 or like really fucking young. Like, that's so insane. And he even started it with like the traditional South Park paper cutout animation.
But didn't you see the snow last night?
No, that wasn't snow. I was just on the roof last night shaking the dandruff off my pubic hair.
What?
That is so hard to do. It's not even funny. Like, it's crazy. I am so impressed. And then he ended up finishing it. He did it over the course of like 2 years. It was a lot more lighthearted and goofy than the future episodes ended up being. That show got dark as fuck for like no reason. The second episode was one where they go to Lavender Town and they meet these ghost people that have to sacrifice like a kid, I think, every single year to stay like in the human world even though they're dead. And then they had an episode where like Mudkip is basically Jeffrey Dahmer, and then there was another episode where they go to fucking hell. Not joking.
I didn't do anything. They fucking sent me down here for no fucking reason. I didn't break any of your fucking rules.
Sorry, that YouTube ad, the lighting like threw me off there for a second. There was another one where like fucking Fennekin takes Rare Candy, and Rare Candy's like basically treated like heroin in this. It's like insane. It was like insane, but it was so fun. I rewatched the whole series recently and had a fucking blast watching that shit. It was great. Yes, It was a little bit corny at times, but we all like being a little cringe sometimes. Let's be so for real. I'm wearing a fucking My Little Pony shirt from Hot Topic, dude. I can't give you any shit for anything you do in your life. And he also made a lot of other animations about like Five Nights at Freddy's and Baldi's and a really fucking a Good Dinosaur one where the kid dies. But his magnum opus, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, and I think it's his most popular video, so I'm clearly not alone on that, was Outside In 2. Outside In 1 was just like a goofy Inside Out parody, but the second one was just so dark for like no fucking reason at all. Like, I'm gonna give a little bit of spoilers here. I know, you don't want to get Outside In 2 spoiled, but just hear me out here. She like cuts a Joker smile thing into her face, and then Riley turns into like a tongue demon thing and eats her dad.
Jeez, Riley! Not this again!
Riley! No!
Come on, Sadness. Why don't you smile for once?
It was like insane, like some pupa shit, but like Inside Out. I got like the Hirohito overbite going on over here. Oh my god. It was insane, dude. Like that shit genuinely blew my mind the first time I saw it. And I was like, this shit is so fire. I really loved everything about Movie Unleashers. His style, his comedy, his animation style, like everything about him was just fucking great. I thought he was such a cool YouTuber and he was so much fun to watch. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care for his FNAF stuff that much. I'm gonna be so for real. Do not get it twisted. I love FNAF. The original 7 games, not after that. Security Breach was booty cheeks. If you think otherwise, you're lying to yourself. I haven't played the Mimic. I don't know what the Mimic's about. Personally, I'm not really trying to explore the Mimic. I don't really care because FNAF, in my eyes, ended with Ultimate Custom Night, and it will always be that way. But regardless of that, I love FNAF, but I don't think Movie Unleashers FNAF videos were all that. They were kind of funny, yeah. Like, they were okay. I'm not saying they were bad, but I just think they were like his weaker presentations. Starters was his best. I love Starters so much. I could talk about Starters all fucking day, bro. I loved Tepig so much. Oh my god, he was so dope, dude. It was seriously like the funniest shit in the goddamn world to me when I was a kid. The scene at the end of the first Starters where like Tepig opens like the scene at the end of the first Starters episode where Tepig opens his door and sees a bunch of presents laying there and is like, oh my god, which one should I open first? And he opens a box and a Ditto pops out talking about your own personal sex slave.
I wonder which one I should open up first. I wonder what's in this one.
A real genuine sex slave!
That was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. The shit was dope. I actually really did like the whole like relationship between Chespin and like Fennekin. It didn't seem very forced at all. Like, it really made sense. A new girl in a new town, wanting to make new friends, and a guy who's really outcasted, doesn't really talk to many people, no one really likes him that much. Of course they would like each other, why wouldn't they? I think his animations were genuinely great, and I think that he should be talked about more. That's really all I wanted to say. I love that shit. Can y'all believe Dino Blade is about to release tomorrow, guys? I'm so fucking happy. He also made like this Zootopia animation where they like visit America and they see that everyone kind of hates each other. Fair enough, you know what I mean? He made like a lot of Mario animations, apparently. I don't remember him making these. I never watched them. I'm just gonna be so honest. It's sad because the whole thing he didn't like. The whole story of him, for those who like, I'm assuming you probably know, but like if you don't know, if you know who Movie Unleashers is, I'm sure you put this together through his content, but he really didn't like the fact that he was getting grouped up with like YouTube kids animators like Futuristic Hub and shit, which, by the way, I know it's been said a billion times before, but what the fuck was Futuristic Hub genuinely? What the fuck was the needed in Minecraft animation? But he was so mad because his whole thing is he wanted to make parody animations for fun, but Starters was like his main thing he wanted to work on, but a good majority of his fan base just wanted to see more Five Nights at Freddy's content, and they wanted to see Bendy and the Ink Machine content, Hello Neighbor content, all these basics you know what I'm saying here. And I bet if he was still popping, his comment section would be flooded with make Has-Been Hotel animations, make Digital Circus animations, make, what else do kids like nowadays? Garden of Banban? I don't think that's a thing. I don't even know. Poppy Playtime? Do they still like that even? I don't know, bro. I'm getting so old, gang. I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm sitting here with a My Little Pony shirt on. I have a fucking Giffany poster I just printed On a real note though, Movie Unleashers was fucking great, and I really just want to emphasize how much I love that man. I've been wanting to make this video for such a long time, and I'm really happy to finally talk about him. I am so ready to talk about shippage, and that will not be the next video because I don't want to make a video about an animator, then another video about an animator, like back to back like that. However, oh my goodness gracious. I'm so ready to make that fucking video. Movie Unleashers, you're a dog. I can't wait to see you again. Make more starter squad. I don't care if you're pushing 40. Make that shit, gang. Put that shit in the bag. It's never too late to make more starters. Make that shit, gang. I want to see it. I don't care what the hell. No, do it. Please, I'll help you. I would love to, bro. That would be a dream come true. If I could voice act for starters, bro, for Movie Unleashers, that would be genuinely the best thing ever. I don't even care if I'm just a dumbass side character. I would be so honored to be in that shit, dude. Oh my god. This is my voice audition for Movie Unleashers. For the last time, shiny Pokemon cannot sit in the front. Get back to the back of the bus. You're different. I've been constipated for like a week now, and I'm kind of concerned. I probably should start eating more fiber. I'm not gonna lie.